Nunu with the blue buff can actually finish in a dragon very quickly, and their support with the Annie does provide him a little bit of offensive pag may mag-try mag-counter engage onto that dragon. So we will see what happens with this picks that already has been shown to us by these teams.
Yun nga lang, picking Nuno, I will say yung SS ni Nuno dito, judging from the composition ni Naga Esports dito, I think magiging obsolete yung SS ni Nuno dito kasi almost all of the champions or lineup ni Naga Esports ay may pan-push, panira ng charge ng SS ni Nuno.
Yes.
So, I'm really opting to see kung paano makakapag SS si Nuno ng very successful dito versus Naga Esports.
The absolute zero. But what I've been seeing in the pro plays competitive scenes that if ever you get into that jungle Nunu, you don't actually use the full charge of the absolute zero. You most likely use it for a zoning tool because it does use
Slow
that the slow. So and you looking at Wargods composition, napaka mobile based nila with the SS of the Sivir and of course nandun yung Blade Surge of JLC and Ochi having that Ghost Flash in Destiny. Parang more on sa repositioning tools talaga yung ano nila eh. And then having stronger for the pick-offs with that passive stun could be what War Gods will be using for their strategy. As for War Gods, like I've said, ang dami nilang setup for the ultimate of the Yasuo, and when Yasuo uses his last breath, they can just follow up on that. And for Zerk, with the Tristana, even though Tristana isn't as hypercarry as she was before, she can now scale well into the mid game with her new set of abilities and stat changes.
Overall, I think I'll be very excited to see yung magiging match dito. Kasi yung sa War Gods, parang all-in na composition to eh. Whenever nag-pump na ng SS tong si Severe, it's all-in or not. And sa judging by the lineup ni Naga Esports, it's very defensive. Yung SS ni Maokai with Janna and Tristana which pushes champions of Wargods
Away.
away.
With the Buster Shot, yes.
Yes, so di ko alam. Ito yung pick na talagang 50-50 ako dito kung sino yung mananalo. So, yun, pagalingan na lang talaga ng laro dito.
Yes, very true. And before we do start the game, I would like to invite you guys to the PGS Rift G Talk. Again, the ID is 171-88811. Again, that's 171-88811. For you guys out there who want to join the PGS Rift family, even though there aren't any competitive games na lumalabas, we do invite you guys to play with us. Sometimes may mga pro players na nakikisali sa mga custom games namin. I believe it was last week, Nixta was actually playing with us and he actually decimated us with a Yasuo mid lane.
Actually, yung PGS Rift it's a channel. It's a one-step channel for you to be closer sa mga pro players.
Yes.
Pasok lang kayo doon, magtanong kayo kung nandito ba si Rebenga or nandito ba si Stronger.
Actually,
who knows? Makakontakt na din sila, and if they're free, they can just join PGS Rift for you.
Actually, si Rebenga, parang I'm always seeing him if ever Sunday pag LCL. He's always actually online in the PGS Rift during around that time. And also, we would like to invite you to the PGS Rift official group. That's the www.facebook.com/groups/PGS Rift, and same lang siya ng PGS Rift G Talk. You can post everything that you want there, match histories na gusto mong ipagmayabang sa amin or funny stuff. Also, din namin pinapost yung questions for the Rifters Go Aram Live if ever parang interested kayo na sumali doon. Also, there's the Twitter and Instagram accounts. If you ever have those, you want to check it out, there's at PGSLOL for both those accounts. So it's just Instagram, it's the behind the scenes kung ano nangyayari sa Garena. And as for Twitter, it's the notifications for the games. And before the game starts, we will be back after a short break.
Parasite the Maxim. Watch it the same day as Japan. Thursdays at 11 p.m. on Animax.
And we are back. Again, this is the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season Week 11. This is a match between Naga Esports and Gamex.Wargods in a best of two series. Alright, and now we are going into the Rift.
And so we have here Naga Sentir with that Maokai and a pause.
Alright.
And ayun na nga. I would like to mention again kung bakit importante yung game na to para sa Naga Esports. If Naga Esports win at least one game versus War Gods, they can be tied up with the Imperium Pro Team and Pacific Esports, entering the top 4 list on the PGS standings.
Yes, very true. And again, to recap, we have Naga Center in the top lane, Maokai. Nixta will be our jungle Nidalee. Agato will be the mid lane, Yasuo. Berserk and Neep will be our dual bot lane with the ADR Tristana and the Peel Queen Janna for the support. And as for Gamex.Wargods,
Yeah, we have Irelia here for JLC. Nuno, used by WG Skill. Twisted Fate, used by Ochi here. And BYY with that Severe. And Stronger with the Annie. So BYY is using Severe pretty much almost every time now dito sa ating Rift.
yes, very, very true. And we are just fixing a little bit para magkaroon tayo ng sounds kasi yesterday we did have this same problems game 1 pero syempre gusto natin makarinig din ng sounds kasi
Yes.
updated music na yung Summoner's Rift eh.
Nice. No problem. And good thing medyo nakapos pa rin naman ang ating games.
Yes,
And there we go.
and we are going back. There we go. And pause pa rin siya. Alright, so again, matchup wise, if ever strategize ang War Gods for an early game invade kasi sinabi niyo na nga that skill with the consume and the smite does have parang ano siya double smite effect na instant a lot of damage onto the camps, and we will see if they will capitalize onto that.
And so here comes both teams. I think opting for the mid lane pareho except for Irelia coming from War Gods going on the top lane. The rest of the four is dividing here, going on the bottom part of the river.
Yes. Ooh, Nixta might actually be caught out here. Does see Stronger? Stronger puts a lot of damage with his Q and auto attacks. And Achi will be able to stun him. Skill trying to auto attack, but I believe he did use his consume first. He is now trying to put in a ward. Yes, he will. Will they be able to kill that? No, they will not. One more auto attack would have worked.
So now the both sport had the early 15 gold coming from Annie and from Janna.
Yes.
And ayun, nothing happened really, and I think no spells were used.
Yes, very true. And doesn't seem to be a lane swap for these two duo bot lanes. They do want these top laners to duke it out themselves in their designated areas in the top lane.
So Irelia here, just waiting for the tower. Habang, ayun, tinutulungan ni Maokai si Nidalee for that blue.
Yes.
Ngunit dito si Berserk and Nip with the Tristana and Janna is waiting sa bush. I think they will do a small pretty small damage, startup damage for Severe here
Yeah,
or Annie.
actually, ganito na yung naging strategy nila yesterday. They were waiting for Eben and Shura in the bot lane. They were able to get Eben, force him to recall out immediately with the dark binding of his Morgana, and then yung E ability ni Ferzerk. Also, Ferzerk,
Also,
he didn't use his trinket ward early on. It's because they are aware that War Gods did have a Nunu jungle, and they know that with that consume means that he can kill the jungler early on, the dragon early on, and they're just going to do this for the safety. Yung parang papasok nila
mm,
siguro mga around the 3-minute mark, lalagay nila yung ward there, and it will be safe for 1 minute to see kung papasok man dun sa skill and get it early on.
and so Naga Nip here disconnected Jana, but the pulse was too late. Annie already did a small number of
Yes, just
auto attacks.
yeah, just increasing the sounds because I do not hear it. Technical difficulties, and then and now you can see just a regular lane matchups from these two teams. Agato and Achi are pretty much similar in CS, and probably when Agato does get level 2, he will use his E ability to zone Achi out of the lane and possibly bully him even more. Now there goes Stronger with the stun, Further taking a lot of damage from the Boomerang Blade, almost to 200 HP right there already. The aggression of the Annie support does show, and here comes Agato going on to Achi right now. Nexta is in the backline, does have the hunt, and Nexta with the first blood again for Naga.
Yeah, very good movement there coming from Nidalee. Nixta. I'm pretty much sure Twisted Fate here with Ochi.
Yes, and while that's happening,
Yeah, well, that's
oh, JLC almost dies to Sentry there, and he does die with the on attack of the minions. Sentry still alive, but Skill does secure it for himself. Stronger now is in a bad place. Next to again goes heavily onto them. BYY is now running for his life and does get the hunt ability onto him. One more hit might actually kill him.
yeah.
There was a teleport by JLC.
So yun yung pros dito, having the Nidalee. Having a Nidalee
Excuse
as
me?
a jungler. Nidalee, napaka-mobile niya.
Alright, you can see right here that Nexta released his spear first, and the hunt ability just gave him tons of damage for that. VYY was just running for his life, did still have his flash and heal up, but they were able to force again with the aggression that an early game Nidalee can do. It's similar to what a Jarvan can do, because sometimes, most of the times, jungler Jarvans would actually get the the red buff first, and get level 2 out of that, and then use the slow and damage per second along with the flag and drag to either force a flash or get a kill for the enemy team. As for the Nidalee, does work a little bit similar to that. You just need your teammate to help you do enough damage, and she does deal the damage. You just need a little bit more CC to secure the kills. And right now, Skill is in the vicinity. Does Sentier see this? He does, and he is just walking up into the lane. Nunobot skin, little rigged on the movement because of the animation, but otherwise, I guess just a presence gank. Agato taking a little bit of damage from that third Steel Tempest, but again, 3-1 already in terms of kills, and a 500 gold lead going in favor of Naga because of Nixta's early game aggression.
And yun na nga, as you can see, si Nuno naglagay na ng ward doon sa blue area ng Naga jungler part. So ito na nga, I think Nuno will be going for the steal later on.
But what is happening, there's a 3-man gank onto Agato right now. Agato is helped by Center, but Center is super low in HP. Will he die to this? He survives with a sliver of HP, and VYY will die to the bomb! And yes, he does. The explosion is there, and a lot of action already happening mid lane and bot lane wise. JLC is now in the backline. Will he try to go in onto Agato? Neep is here with Berserk to try and stop their aggression. Yes, they are here. Nixta is in the vicinity and Skill is trapped. He was flashing over the wall, but it did not work. Nauntog ang ulo niya. And now Stronger will go down to Nixta. And
And now this is a dragon for the Naga
Team.
Esports.
Yes, very true.
I think Wargods did a very big error doon. May casualty na sila sa mid, failed gank. But JLC knowing had a failed gank, I think, gusto pa niya mag-gank kasi gusto niya ng success. Gusto niya sulitin yung teleport niya. Kaya siya bumaba.
Yes, but while that was happening, there was a 1v1 treat. Agito and JLC both die. And Skill gets the kill onto the dragon. Consume and smite, baby. That's what it's all about for this composition of Gamex.Wargods. But too many resources were used just to get that one dragon. They all died early on, and then I'm not sure if that was a worth trade for it, because even though they did get that first dragon, the gold advantage is now heavily into Naga's favor, already at almost 2,000.
More like yung dragon is for a late game purpose dito rather than gold. Pero ayun na nga, yun yung point ni Nuno. Nuno is now a bigger chance. I mean, because of Nuno, mas mataas yung still chance ng Wargods over sa Naga Esports. Having that consume plus the smite combination.
Very true. But ang nakikita ko na dito ngayon is that with the Nidalee, ang naging ano niya is the aggressive jungler. While yung first skill with the Nunu, it's more of the objective-wise jungler that he's going to go in for the objectives, which is possibly the dragon. And again, Skill with the lane gang going in on the center. Center uses that vengeful maelstrom. Will he go down? Here comes the ultimate by Achi, and Achi will get the kill. There we go. Like I've said before, when he gets that level 6, he will start to roam like a beast with the Destiny. And I thought that was a 2v1, immediately went into a 3v1.
Actually, kayang-kaya na nila ng 2v1 yun eh. But just for secure kill dito, ayun, Twisted Face has pump up yung SS niya.
Yes, very true. And also, you would, if you have a Twisted Fate mid laner for your team, you would actually want to have him get the kills rather than the Irelia, in my opinion, because he has the damage output, he has the fast respond, if ever, with the Destiny, and this is actually more effective than an early game Irelia, in my opinion, because Irelia can just snowball her lane early on, but like I've said, they don't need it just yet because they have the objective control with the Nunu. And we will see right now, VYY is actually taking a lot of damage from Berserk. Berserk and VYY do have the same items, it's just that mana potion that differentiates them both.
So this is actually the opportunity cost na ginawa ni Twisted Fate. Knowing na nagamit na yung SS ni Twisted Fate, the bottom lane of Naga is having that strength and courage now to push the bottom lane. So I think isa pang someone, probably Nidalee, going on the bot lane, and I'm sure they can pretty much push this lower bot lane of Wargods.
Yes, also, with this aggressive warding coming in from Naga, ooh, you can see right now that JLC might be seeing Nixta here. He does see him. Nixta goes on, gets the stun, takes a lot of damage from JLC, will pounce away over the wall like a boss. And while that was happening, Achi does get his blue buff. 9 minutes in, a 2,000 gold advantage. JLC gets caught by a Steel Tempest into the last breath, but he is tanky enough
Yeah, medyo
to
makunat
just,
na siya at level 7.
yes, just walk away like a boss. And Agito wasn't able to damage him quite well because, yeah, it's a Yasuo with only the Avarice Blade and the Steel Dagger. And here comes Achi and JLC on to Agito and Nixta there. But that wind wall just pushes out the aggression, cancels out the gold card actually. And Stronger, again with the boots of ability, lets him get into the mid lane pretty fast actually for the respawn if ever they need that extra damage or extra CC that the Annie can provide.
Actually, pagpatak ng level 6 for both teams, Wargods now is pretty much being aggressive sa mapa, as if they're running around all over the map, and ayun, medyo nababagalan si Naga Esports ngayon na makipagsabayan sa Wargods.
Yes, very true. Kasi nga, with the Nidalee jungle, you really have to have a fast mobility team to to try and respond to her ganks, because a 2v2 lane might actually still be in favor of the Nidalee jungler because of her immense amount of burst damage with the on the hunt passive. The hunt passive, sorry.
Ang kaibahan lang nila kasi si Nidalee is wala siyang pang CC. That's different compared to Nunu and kay Ani.
Yes, very true. And their Stronger does take out the pink ward. A 100 gold deposit by Neep will be not used to full effect. Dragon will be up in a minute and 40 seconds, and this might be the point of contention for these two teams. JLC and Sentir will have their teleports up by that time, and now they are just hammering down in this top lane. Sentir puts a lot of damage onto JLC. That Vengeful Maelstrom does take a lot out of you. And while that is happening, Archer is actually here in the backline. JLC takes a lot of damage from that, but the double stun composition that they do have does secure them the kill onto Sentir right there.
And probably actually that was the real plan dito, which hindi nakita ni Naga Sentir. That's this yung move na nakita natin is actually a pretty high level na move. Ang what people can see is just a one-on-one fight na natalo si JLC, but behind it they have another plan for it, which is yun na, Twisted Fate going on Sentir on the top lane.
Yes.
Plus JLC and Maokai, hindi nag-SS si JLC dun eh. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Kasi pinump lang niya yung SS ni Maokai. It's I think for preparation for Dragon Fight mamaya. Wala nang SS si Maokai, but si JLC meron pa rin.
Yes, but here goes the teleport by these two top laners. BYY will actually die to this, and the Buster Shot comes out of Berserk. Now JLC is in a bad position, but Stronger and Skill are here for the response. Berserk, Rocket jumps away, but Neep now is in a bad position. There's the Absolute Zero coming out of Skill. Skill right now is running for his life, consumes a minion to keep himself healthy. JLC is still trying to go in onto Berserk. He will get the kill. No, he will not. Berserk with the last hit. Agato now tries to use that knock up onto Stronger. Stronger forced to use the flash out. Agato super low in HP right now, but that was a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Naga Esports and possibly this Dragon right now. Also, with the Vengeful Maelstrom, it was buffed nerfed in terms of the cooldown. It has 30 to 40 seconds, meaning that if he dies, it's still safe for him. But here comes the last breath by Agato, and he gets killed there by BYY. That was a 1-for-1 trade going in favor of Naga, actually, because not the Dragon. Alright, you can see right now the clash happening. There's the Monsoon going onto VYY. He takes a lot of damage because of that third skill from Berserk, but here comes JLC in the backline. He will get Buster Shot out of it, and Sentir will Twisted advance in, use that Vengeful Maelstrom, but here comes Skill and Stronger for the flank. They will try to go in onto them. Berserk, like you saw there, Rocket jumps away to try and get out of the aggressive stance that these three members of Wargods have put out. Neep, super low in HP from that Absolute Zero. Stronger with the final hit, and Agato is just here for the cleanup onto Skill. Ochi is still too far away from the map to do anything, doesn't have his Destiny up because he did use it before onto Center to secure that kill, and ultimately that was a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Naga.
It was really a good rotation there coming from Naga. Overall, it was in favor of Naga Esports. And yun na nga, after that clash, they had another 1-to-1 kill plus Dragon.
Yes, very true. And now there's another clash there. There comes a 3-man last breath by Agato, and Agato will get the gap kill onto Skill right there. Nakakabulol ang pangalan ni Skill pag may kill. And Agato auto-attacking Stronger right there, and Nixta was able to use his The Hunt again to kill Stronger right there. Oh, sorry, JLC right there. And Neep and Sentir just finish off Ochi.
Naga really shows up.
Alright,
And
we can see right now that, again, this is the clash that happened. Naga with the 3-man last breath. You can see right there, Agato putting a lot of damage, and then, if you know, the last breath does give him bonus armor penetration, and he just goes in onto Skill. Stronger is nowhere near enough in good position, and JLC just runs for his life, doesn't or can't do anything right now in the clash, and he dies to that. Stronger, see it there? Auto attacks, died to it. And now, with a 6,000 gold lead, Naga already in the driver's seat of this game, putting a lot of forwards into the red side area, actually blue and red side area of Wargods, and showing already a dominant play as the game started with Nixta on his Nidalee.
Yes, so we are now in the mid game and Naga Esports versus Wargods dito. Medyo lamang na ang Naga Esports and Wargods really I think is under pressure right now because judging from the kills that Naga Esports had and the gold advantage, medyo lamang talaga yung Naga Esports. And it was because of the counter engage na nagagawa ng Naga Esports.
But here comes Agato onto Achi. Uses that last breath, but Achi did use his ghost and stun card to get away from Agato. But now, with Agato having that pickaxe and static shiv, he can just go in onto onto Achi and 100% of the time or 80% of the time win that engage. And now Naga is now hammering down onto the spot tier 2, already at 40% HP. Berserk and Nixta putting a lot of damage onto it, and the tower advantage, the tower kills, are in Naga's favor. 4-1, 4-2 now. JLC is actually going on to Agato. Here comes Skill in the backline. Will he use his ultimate to slide slow him down? No need. JLC does get the kill. Here comes Achi with the ultimate, trying to stop the recall of Naga, and now Naga is in a bad position. Center gets caught up with the stun, uses his teleport to get to the top lane and possibly stop Skill and JLC from pushing it even more. Now you can see that they are trying to hammer it down. They will get it actually. Center is a tanky man, but he has no damage. Achi gets caught out here with Berserk killing him, but the damage has already been done by Wargods. They are going to get this top inhibitor, and even though Naga with the goal advantage, Wargods with the timely strategies give them that top inhibitor 18 minutes in to the game. 15 kills to 8 kills.
So yeah, this is a big comeback here coming from Gamex.Wargods. Something that they did that Naga couldn't kasi Gamex.Wargods has this global potential with the Twisted Fate canceling the Naga Esports from coming back to defend their bases, and yun na nga, ito yung nangyari. And so, ayun, with that, basag yung upper turret ng Naga Esports plus the inhibitor.
It really looked like into the favor of Naga getting that bot tier 2, but then yung top lane, Agato was sent there to defend, but he didn't calculate it well enough yung burst damage that the Aurelia can actually do against in a 1v1 situation.
And actually, Agito can't really defend yung top lane on his own. Maokai is a tanky champion, not a real killer dito. Medyo pantay lang sila with Aurelia, but it's a 2 versus 1 and yun. Basag yung base.
Also, with a Maokai top laner, he doesn't have the best of clear wave potential. He only has his Arcane Smash and Sapling Toss, but then his AP ratio isn't as high. He did go in for that Righteous Glory for the engage, and because of that, he wasn't able to clear the waves fast enough to push out JLC and Skill from that top lane to push.
Although yung point naman ni Agito is, ang point ni Maokai dito, ni Sentier, is that i-delay lang niya sana yung masira yung tower hanggang sa makabalik yung kanyang mga teammates. But ayun na nga, Twisted Fate came in sa the rest of the Naga Esports and kinancel out yung mga...
Even though he died, it was a worthy death. Glorious death for him. Alright, now, BYY and Stronger are in the mid lane pushing this mid tier 1, but Agato actually goes on to Stronger and gets the kill onto him. BYY is now running for his life, doesn't have the ultimate yet. Has his flash though, and heal. Uses the shield, and whoa, one Steel Tempest from Agato puts him to 1/4 HP. The Shiv proc and I believe critical actually puts a lot of damage onto that. Wow. And now, like we've been seeing throughout the game, Naga has been going onto that aggressive stance, but with the top inhibitor down, they need to be a little bit more careful that if they go away from that top inhibitor, super minions will be able to push that, and possibly JLC might actually try to teleport in and put more pressure into the top lane. And Irelia um is a actually a decent champion for those pushing phase of the game actually. Actually now Berserk taking a lot of damage from JLC. While that's happening, Agato is trying to go in onto Achi. He will be able to kill Achi, but now he is stuck against JLC and Stronger, but Nixa and Neep are here for the counter engage. Now this is a 4-man face-off. Berserk and Achi are now both dead for these two teams. Who will win? The dragon is live. Both teams do have one stack. This second dragon will be crucial for these two teams if they want to push better, because it does give you that 15% additional tower damage. And now we can see right there that the clear wave with Agato's Shiv passive and Neep's Howling Gale does stave off the aggression of Wargods, but it's only a matter of time to see, because Ashi now is back up. Berserk is defending his top lane, and Achi might actually just opt to go in for the mid lane, while Wargods just let's say serves as decoy for Achi to push in the mid lane. Well, but they're actually opting to go in for the dragon and possibly another engage, because Naga aren't backing down on this. They are putting in a flanking position. Center is in the backline. Will he go in? He's just waiting for a ghost signal. He does use that righteous glory. Who will he catch? Actually, no one. JLC is now teleporting in the top lane. Center doesn't have his teleport right now, and Naga needs to recall. But Wargods are in the back position. There's the wildcard canceling Center, and now Wargods are just trying to sacrifice their lives to stop Naga from recalling, and JLC is hammering down. He already has the one Nexus turret, and Nixa is godlike, does get the kill. Only Berserk is able to recall. Actually, Agato is here. He will defend, but the damage has already been done. That was a 1-for-4, but JLC might actually die to this. Now Agato is still in pursuit, and that was a 1-for-4 in favor of Naga for the kills, but JLC with the backdoor does give them one Nexus turret, and the dragon does go on to Naga, so that was...
So,
oh yeah. Okay,
actually,
go.
permanently, yung damage na ginawa ni Wargods is over Naga. Is, ayun na nga, permanent. Yung nakuha ni Naga is words dito is a very good move para sa ngayon, but not in the future wise. Kasi yung damage na nagawa ni Wargods is sobrang laki sa top lane. It's hard to cope up na para sa mga Naga dito na gumawa ng ibang objectives. Kasi every time they do objectives, may ano sila may parang may problema na sila sa top eh. Mahirap nang mag-split pa silang ng movements. And yun na nga, with the Twisted Fate dito, gamit na gamit ng Wargods yung potential nito.
Yes, very true. And even though this is true, Wargods with that amazing push already, this just puts Naga into a singular form of strategy, and with the second dragon buff it will be a bit more possible, because the top lane is open, the inhibitor is about to spawn. They can force the top lane right now and put a lot of damage on to that top tier 2 of Wargods because of the added damage of the second dragon buff, and with that additional 4 kills onto Gamex.Wargods, they gave a lot of gold advantage to Naga's main damage dealers and pushers. But while that is happening, Skill was forced to flash out. Exhaust comes out of Neep onto him. Will he get out of this? Blood Ball is active onto him, gives him a little bit of movement speed. Misses that spear by next to second spear, misses, and while that is happening, Achi is just split pushing into the bot lane, and now Naga can't react fast enough. Their composition is way based onto these team fights, and Nixa might actually die to this, but whoa, the shield and Monsoon from Mute keeps him alive. GLC is now running for his life, but while that is happening, Achi is still in the bot lane, pushing already, putting the bot tier 2 to 50% HP. JLC is still running for his life. He's actually very tanky, but Berserk does have the Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge. Was forced to flash into the vicinity of JLC to secure that kill, but the damage has been done.
Medyo maganda yung ginagawa ng Wargods dito. Ang ginagawa nila, nililito nila yung composition ng Naga Esports nila. Nililito lang nila, one will do the bait and the other will do the pushing. So kanina, it's Twisted Fate doing the pushing sa bot lane, kaya ito nasira. And kaya ito na-push ng konti.
Yes, very true. And ooh, you can see right now that Achi is trying to go away. Oh, sorry, Destiny away. But Sentier with the knockup cancels it out. Nixta, and actually only Nixta is in pursuit of Achi. Achi knows where he is because of that ward, and he will be able to get away. And while that was happening, Naga were able to get the mid tier 2 and stabilize the tower kills for these two teams. And even though Naga does have that 8,000 or wait, 5,000.
It's about 7,000.
Okay, 7,000. Tama nga, 8,000 nga. Okay. Mathematical problems nga talaga ang problema ng PGS. Hindi ko rin makompute na maayos.
So,
and, so...
yun na nga, 5-on-5 match dito, mas malakas na ngayon ang Naga Esports. But yun na nga, yung potential ng pag-ikot ng mapa dito ng Gamex.Wargods really does face off. So, I think, hintayan na lang nito ng, hintayan na lang to ng next Baron or Dragon na clash. And then that will decide the fate ng game na to.
Yes, but if actually Naga initiates the Baron fight, it would actually just be JLC or Achi pushing the other lanes, and then again Deja Vu, War Gods sacrificing their lives for the push. But the question is, will it be effective enough? Because if Naga gets that let's say Baron, and let's say Achi and JLC doesn't get enough damage onto with that push, Naga can actually capitalize on that and possibly push into one lane and win the game from that.
Actually, it's very important. If Naga really wants to win, they can get si Baron dito kasi it will close down yung ginagawa ni Wargods na pag backdooring sa
Yes.
base nila kasi with that Baron mas madali na lang, mas mabilis kang makapag-recall eh.
Yeah,
It's really
powered
easy to
recall.
defend. So, very important dito kung makuha to ng Naga. But if, in case ng Wargods dito, yung pushing power naman nila yung malakas kapag nakuha nila yung Baron. So, ayun na nga, yun yung importance ng Baron dito on a different ways.
Ooh,
for both
VYY
teams.
actually takes that spear to the face. Damage-wise, 50% HP ready. And now, these two teams are standing their ground for the dragon. There is no ward or creep in the top lane, and whoa, the dragon is melting fast. And here comes the engage by Sentier. Forces the flash out there, and Achi gets bursted down, forced to use the Zonia's skill, using his absolute 0-2 zone, but JLC is taking too much damage. He will die to Berserk, and that is a 1-for-1 trade. Actually, Agathon does die, but Berserk is now a jumping monster trying to finish off the other members of Wargods, and that was a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Naga. You can see right now, for the replay, Sentier does go in onto Achi with a beautiful follow-up from his teammates, and Achi does force to use that Zonius early on and just die right after that. Skill tried to use his ultimate to zone out the other members of Naga, but then Meep just, Berserk Buster shotted him away, and JLC didn't have his teammates to help him, and then he just died straight from that. And whoa, Nixta gets the kill onto Achi, but VYY there takes also a lot of damage coming in from him. That hunt passive is OP.
That Maokai choice of pick there really pays off. I mean, it's a really good pick dito para sa Naga Esports. And yun na nga, nakapitalize nila yung ginawa ni Sentier dito. Kaya sila nanalo sa clash na yun. With this, sila na yung nag-engage, sila pa yung may defense. Walang magawa yung Wargods kapag ginawa nila yun. Plus, Ani dito, instead na makapag-stun siya ng marami. Hindi niya abot eh. Yung tatlong malalambot ng Naga Esports ay nasa likod. Zoned out by Nuno dito. So, ayun. Yun ang yung nangyari. Kaya sinasali sa game na yun.
Yes, very true. And because the dragon is dead, Naga and Wargods are putting a lot of wards onto the dragon, the Baron area. You can see right now that for Wargods only has those defensive wards and then one ward into the Baron pit. As for Naga, a lot of wards. They want to see where Wargods is positioning themselves to see if Ochi or JLC might try to go in for the split push.
So, yun na nga. I think dapat hindi na pinapatagal to ng Naga Esports kung gusto niya manalo. Late game, magkakadami siya si Ani. And Ani, kung makahanap siya ng way or paraan para umikot sa likod ng Naga Esports during clashes, yun yung medyo delikado for Naga Esports.
While that's happening, actually it's Ferzerk who's going in onto the top lane. JLC might actually teleport from this. Where is he? He is still with his team positioning, and he is just trying to get out of the range of Naga to try and possibly teleport in, but no! Naga, Wargods is now going in for the engage, gets that beautiful stun. Here comes the engage right now. Agato trying to go in onto the backline, does get the kill onto BYY. He does knock up 3 members of Wargods right there. This is a 4v5 people, and Naga are straight winning it. Berserk is still in the top lane, going in onto that. Oh, that was okay. Sentier gets the kill onto Skill and doesn't give the pentakill to Agato.
Wow, this is probably the game already here.
Wow, I thought
very wrong decision dito para kay Wargods na tinuloy pa nila yung laban. 4 versus 4. I mean 5 versus 5 kasi.
And still Naga won that game. And
without the presence of Tristana.
Yes, very true. And that, people, is the game in favor. Actually, Wargods lost that game because of JLC not teleporting to the top lane. Good game, well played. Naga takes this game 1 in this best of 2 series. So yeah, wow.
So, ayun.
Explosive last clash for these two teams. Alright, to see right now, Agato with 9, 4, and 8, along with Nixta having all of those good kills, but Sentier and Neep have always been into the clashes, giving them 15 and 19 assists. As for Wargods, not too much into the kills, rather that you have to really commend them for their push early on, because man, JLC in the top lane got that early inhibitor which staved off the aggression of Naga, but then it was just...
Actually, style talaga ng Wargods yun yung mag-split push eh. But ito na nga, na-counter ng Naga Esports yung style na yun coming from Wargods.
With a split push of their own. And with this new Tristana, I think Wargods didn't respect her sieging potential, and that showed to their demise. Also, yung engage talaga ng Wargods, I thought they would actually win in a 4v5, but then the counter engage, the damage coming out of Agato was too much. And now you can see, like sinabi niya nga, Naga needs only 1 win to be able to fight among the top teams, and now they have it. 8 points along with Pacific Esports and Imperium Pro Team.
Plus the possibility of overcoming these teams. Kung nanalo pa sila ng next game, they will actually overcome Wargods.
Very true. 3 points pag nanalo nila. So that would make them 10 points earned.
It will give them a 10 and jump straight from 5th place to the 2nd place.
Yes, very true. So now it looks like Naga, with that early momentum, turns to themselves to let's saying that, guys, we need this 2nd win if we want to get that 2nd place in the PGS. But if not, it's still a good win for us because we are in the running for the playoffs. But now Wargods, with that misplay, needs to come back and show to Naga we are one of the top players of the PGS.
Grabe yung talon dito, no? From the 5th place, papasok agad sa 2nd place. And eto yung game na magde-decide kung sino talaga yung nasa 2nd place. Bigla. So, eto yung i-define ng Wargods ngayon.
And guys, that was game 1 in this best of 2 series, Wargods versus Naga Esports. What do you think about that? You can post your comments in the PGS Rift official group or the Twitter page at @PGSLOL. Sorry about that. Medyo inubo ako. And we will be back after a short break to give you Game 2. Again, I'm just Asaray with an I, and alongside here with me is...
Yes, and I'm Gigi Rage.
And we will be right back.